All right, are we ready to get started on today's installment of doing things that we shouldn't be doing in freezing temperatures? Well, that's what we're gonna do right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. Oliver 70. We're trying to get the head off of this. I've been debating with myself. I hate to take those studs out in this cold because I'm afraid they'll twist off, but they do need to come out of there. So I'm trying to formulate my next plan. I had brought these antifreeze jugs along here, which you can't see, and I'm kicking with my feet. I wanted to try to drain and save, because what's in here is actually very nice. Yesterday, though, I had a little bit of struggle bus with the drains, which is frustrating because why do I put these new drains in all the time when every single time I want to use them the next time, they never work? I have replaced, I don't know how many of those, and every time I want to use them to drain, I don't think they ever work. I think they always self-destruct, so it's frustrating. Let's see if we can, boy, it's miserable out here with the wind cutting through here. That's okay. We've been miserable before. I don't remember how this way. Yeah, there's a little ice in places. That's to be expected. I mean, it's freezing cold. Well, come on. I got the phone going crazy, I tell you. This is going to be a long, boring process, so there's basically no need to force you to sit and watch that. I'll bring you back when something interesting happens. I did work last night and got one bolt out of this. That's hard to get to. There's another one behind here that's hard to get to. And I was trying to spare you the misery, you know, of sitting and waiting, but I'm to the point here where, like, I'm about ready to just throw in the towel and spill it on the ground and be done with it, because who cares? It's gonna take a long time, is what I'm saying. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we're just gonna take what we got, and then whatever's left in there, it's probably going to go away. Also, I noticed this. Look at this. This hose clamp broke. So this thing's been running around the whole time with nothing holding that together. Ain't that neat? Also, I realized I put this hose clamp on wrong, because there's actually a cutout in the shroud so you can get a screwdriver in there. So yeah, things like that. This stuff we're gonna fix, provided we can stand to be out here today, because gosh, it's cold in the wind. Oh, we are going to have a fine time today, friends. Wonder if we can get that turned loose and pry it up out of the way, because this ain't working. This ain't working. Silly thing. It's not even tight, but it's enough that it won't turn out of the way. I need that room to get this. It'd be nice if the ratcheting portion of this wrench worked, but it doesn't. So if you're sitting there watching, why don't you use the other end that ratchets? It's because it doesn't anymore. I discovered that. Something that I had forgotten long ago. And I'm not sure that they warranty these anymore. They used to, but I don't know that they do. which is a shame because I really like these reversible gear wrenches. I'm almost out of there. I gave up on this one last night. I was over it, but I had it part way out. And I also decided that when we go back together, we're going to either buy or make like 1/2 inch length bolts or something really short, because they don't need to be 1 inch long in here, because all we're doing is just fighting this thread into the cast that long. So that's what I'm thinking. He says as he struggles immensely. Jeez, that weather, that wind. We gotta get her overhauled before spring. We need it to plow. Uh-oh, I think my thinking stool gave up the ghost. Cold weather took the toll on it. It ain't working for us, friends. Holy Knudsen. I wonder if there wouldn't happen to be, there is. I never realized that till now. I just thought of that. There is a hole in the shroud, dummy. I could have been saving myself trouble this whole time. Look at this. At this. I should have known if they did it for one, they'd do it for another. Now though, my stuff is not cooperating. Come on. Get on there. Oh, that's tight. We want it loose. Oh my gosh. I worked so long on that other one and didn't think of that. And all I would have had to do is go up through the shroud. They were actually thinking. We got 4 more to take loose and then they should come forward out of here, provided that we get the hose connections broke loose. I hate to say it, but we may not be able to finish this today because I can't hardly take this. I mean, being outside here, this is miserable, friends. I've got a few videos ahead for you. Not really, though. I'll get behind again if I don't keep plugging on. Might just have to film one that's storytelling or something. Goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, there's a lock washer that goes with that. Okay. I don't know why it has to be windy. If it wasn't windy, it wouldn't be bad. But there's a broken lock washer. That's great. Come on. The glove is compromised too now. It's getting worse. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have our first twist off? Let's switch to a different rig here slightly. Oh, I see a problem with our socket set. Oh my goodness. let's switch to this. Switch to this. There we go. Meat hammer. Meat hammer. It works. There we go. Okay, is this loose now? Should be. Now we just have to get our hoses loose. And we also need to have a place to set this. And I got to thinking about that. I got some pallets outside the door. I'm just going to lay one here that I can set stuff on so that it keeps it up out of the dirt. But we get that out of our way, then we can work everywhere else. I was able last night to finally dig out the shop book for this. Haven't used it in a long time, and read up on some different stuff so that I was aware. But our goal is just strip down, get this off so we can take it. And then we'll go working on, like we could work potentially on the governor while that's gone and stuff like that, so that we can be making some progress. Because I had bought another governor one time separately that I thought was ready to go, but I realized it was off of a 5-gear engine and not this 3-gear engine, if you're not aware of that. On the 70s, there were 2 different styles of this engine, basically. One of them was a 5-gear engine, and one of them was a 3-gear engine. And the 5-gear engine had your ignition stuff and governor and all that on the other side of the motor. It was over there. And then, you know, they did it that way. Don't ask me why. They figured out later they could get by with just having 3 gears in there, which saved them money. So then this got moved over here. And so that's why you have carburetor and distributor on the same side, which is kind of unusual. Usually on tractors you have carburetor on one side, ignition on the other side, but it's because they were saving money with timing gears. So that's why she is what she is. Let me go grab a pallet. We'll see what happens here. All right, I got a pallet. I almost busted my Knutson, but I got it. I'm trying to figure out where's my... Yeah, I haven't been out here but like 15 minutes, and I've just about had it. I'm miserable. I mean, some of you guys are probably loving it, but not me. I like sunny and 70. I don't like frigid cold. Probably due for some hose action, even though that doesn't look like it's that old. It's dry rotted kind of. Is this gonna come off of here? Come on. Come on, you got 2 choices of places you can come off. 2 choices. You don't need to be a pain in the canoe. It's probably going to lose a little because there's probably still a little down in there. My gosh! Why don't you play ball? There. Is there another? There is another. Okay. I forgot about that. I got a couple more bolts to get loose that hold the crank. You want to watch? I guess that's not a very good view, but you're going to have to live with it if you want to see something. We've got these 2 bolts that hold down the back side of the crank, I don't know. Maybe they're 5/16, are they? I bet they are. So they would be ½ inch. Didn't know that. Is that gonna work now? That's the size, if I could get in there somehow. Let's try no extension. See if that'll do the trick. Probably not. Okay, let's try deep well. I guess I could, yeah, just drive that pin out of there. That'd work, right? Yeah, right. That ain't gonna happen. Okay. This isn't gonna be... Oh, this is terrible. It's gonna take forever. Oh, this is ridiculous. I wish I had the mini impact, but I don't have that with me. Probably shouldn't use the mini impact in this cold weather, or I'll be sorry. I like how there was just enough antifreeze left in it to make a mess. Didn't get it all drained out, I guess. Oh my. I hate to run after more tools all the time, but I think I'm gonna go get a long ratchet. Okay. See if this'll do the thing. It's a finer tooth ratchet with a super long handle, so it might be the thing we need. Loose. I can get a hand in there to turn it. Nope, not good enough yet. Whoa, I'm gonna eventually trip and fall in here because I don't know. Oh my goodness. I am very struggling. This is miserable. Oh, that ain't even close to coming out. It's gonna make us go the whole way. Is that out yet? Thank goodness. That was a detour down the sadness highway for no reason. Now we should be able to take this away. Yeah. My next order of business is I wonder if I can get all of the water pump bolts out without taking the fan loose. There's one there. 2, 3. Is there only 3? That seems unlikely, but it looks like it might be the case. Only 3 bolts holding that on. It feels like there should be one down in at the bottom somewhere. I bet there's something I bet there's one we can't really see, and it's gonna be a struggle bus. Maybe not. Let's take this loose. Holy crap. The shop book says just slide the water pump forward against the radiator. You wouldn't even have to take this loose. But let's face it, friends, it ain't worth the struggle bus. Oh my goodness. I gotta stand with my back towards that wind, so it's a lot colder today than it was yesterday. This is turning into a debacle now. That's a rickety belt, isn't it? Did I put that on new, or did I just reuse what was there? I don't know. One thing's for sure, it's probably ready to be replaced again. But like I said, if we get this back going, why, we're gonna switch out and put nice mini alternator on or something. Trying to debate what I want to do next here. I will probably do, let's see, those look bigger than this, but we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna try to take off this upper water neck first, or at least get it. We're gonna take off the spark plug wire looms so that they're not in our teeth. See, that's the misfortune of, they saved money with timing gears and moved it over there, but then you got to have super long spark plug wires because you got to go all the way around the block. That number 6 one, that's a far travel from the distributor, you know. That bottom one I don't suspect we'll get till we take that oil line off of the water pump. The water pump gets oil from down inside of there. We should be able to see when we open it up, there's just like a little reservoir where some oil gets in, and then it runs down and it lubricates the pump. It's not pressurized or anything. It's just hanging out. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Let's go with, see if we try this. I need 2 hands. I found when you do these though, you gotta watch because you can not pay attention and it'll curve around and ruin your wires, or at least pull on them pretty hard, so you don't want that. Okay, that was a through and through. Oh. Let's just, come on. Come on. Come on. Get in there. All right. Man, I'm gonna be so sick from being out here. Oh. I was hoping to just leave the line attached to the water pump, but it's looking more and more like maybe that ain't gonna happen to get everything off that needs to come off of here. Okay. Will that go in there? No, not very goodish. Let's do short well socket and extension. I'll put you down there. I bet the wind noise is going to be bad, but I don't know what else to do for you, friend. Stuff just ain't going our way. I was thinking that this was very difficult to put this on here, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought that the water pump put up quite a struggle, but maybe it wasn't this. I guess that bottom one is wrench only. That needs to be, I don't know. It's something. generator, the original generator bracket, still hung on there. Ain't that cute? Ain't that cute? Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. Where'd you go, wrench? Is this the kind of thing where it came with that, or no, I see, because I didn't take the pulley off. But I think this one, the pulley, I can't remember how this is made exactly. I don't know if the bolts hold the pulley onto a flange like everything else, or if this one has awesome. Drop the wrench. Awesome. Come on. There's no need for this. That should be loose. Unless I'm missing one. Am I missing one somewhere? Brand new water fountain. All right, we're plugging away at her, friends. We're actually getting some stuff. Bad part is there are so many studs we're gonna have to get out of this. I mean, that's a lot compared to usual. I might just let him do it because I don't want to twist him off. If I gotta pay more, so be it. Oh, did I just drop that down in that hole? So stupid. There's some of those nuts. Some of the nuts like were in the block that time. Come on off of there. Okay. He may not even need to take like those out. I don't know. Okay, friends. Now we're into it. I feel like I should try to break all the spark plugs loose whilst we have it here. They should come out no problem. I don't expect that they would be a problem. That's loose, 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 loose. Loose. Hoorah! Hoorah! All right. Now here we go, friends. Do we keep going? I think well, we made some progress, friends. And I think I'm going to call this video for today. I hate to be that way, but it's miserable and cold, and I feel like some of the stuff we need to do now is not a good thing to do in the cold. Like, we don't want to twist off studs in the block. I could probably go ahead and get that head off of there, but I don't know. Do we want to do that? I guess it's not really that big a deal. Then it would be done, and we can just do whatever. But I feel like I got enough footage. That's the thing. I'm looking at the time, and I feel like we probably don't need videos that are over an hour long every time. So there's one more thing we can do. I'll throw in this video, and then we'll make another video where we take the head off. Let me go grab the stuff I'm thinking of, and we'll look it over, and then we'll go from there. All right, I was thinking about those fender extensions, And then I thought about these fenders that I salvaged from the junkyard. But I don't think they're better than the ones that I got on it, even though they're not welded in 2 into 1. They've been welded on a lot in ways that would be difficult to fix them. So I don't know that I want to go down that road with this tractor. Likewise, the dash here. I like this dash is probably better than mine. So maybe we'll fix that dash up and put it on here. Mine's rotted out, and it also has no battery tray in it. It's got a battery in it. It's got like I don't know what you call that, metal with a bunch of holes, and I cut pieces so it would fit in there, and it's kind of just wedged in the remnants of whatever. Because back in those days, I was a kid. I didn't have a MIG welder. I didn't know how to do that. So I don't know. That side is not got a hole all the way through, but it's not perfect. This side's rotted through. So I don't know. I was just thinking maybe we should try to make the best we can. Actually, is that a removable panel? Then I could just swap the center panel, because this one's got some holes in it. We're gonna investigate that. I like what somebody did here, and we could make that a permanent fixture if we decide to pursue this adventure. But instead of just having parts laying around my entire life that never get used, why don't we make our stuff the best it can be? That's kind of the point of having the stuff. So we might do that. It is a pain, though, friends, to get the dash off of one of these. It is a struggle bus, because you got the fuel tank goes under it a little bit. That's not easy to get out of there. It would probably be easy to get out when the head's off, because you could slide the tank forward. But I don't know. It's been my experience that getting the dash off of these is not a fun time compared to some of the others. But we might be able to do it. But I'm just thinking, that bothers me there. If I could make that not that way, that would be something. I would have liked those fenders to have been more better, that I could have used them, but this fender's almost perfect here. So it's got a little sin there, but that's okay. Repair. This one, it was rough. I mean, it's 2 made into 1, or 1 ripped in 2, I don't remember, but it's got a little bit of mistake there, which I think I can fix better. But I'd like to put those fender extensions on it, so we need to do a better job. A lot of that is actually Bondo covering that, so it could be ground off of there pretty easy. Probably. It's solid, that's the thing, that's nice. But I don't know. I found those fender extensions several years ago, and I thought it'd be neat to have one with fender extensions. I don't know. Maybe that's not the thing to do, but I'd like it to be, just to have something a little bit different than every other 70 you see, because they made millions of them or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call this here, because I can't hardly take this wind anymore. There's no use in me getting hospitalized from pneumonia or something because I was playing with this. Plus, I think I got you enough footage for a video, boring as it may be, but we got more progress. We got the nose off, got the water pump off, all the water systems off. So next time it's going to be as simple as valve cover, rocker arms, all that stuff, push rods, pull the head bolts, the head should come off, side cover plate needs to come off, or at least take the bolts out to the top row so we can pull the head off. I'd like to get the studs out so that he doesn't have to do that, but it's not a good idea, in my opinion, to be doing that in the frigid cold. I might change my mind and try it anyway, but that's not very good camera work for you, lighting. But I'm trying to keep it together as much as possible, as long as possible, so it doesn't sit here open. And I realize I'm not going to get to that head shop today, so that's kind of would be my goal, would be to tear this off the same day that I'm going to go take it. And he's only open certain days of the week. I'm not going to make it anymore today, and I'm probably not going to have a free time anytime this week. So it looks like it's probably going to be another week before I get that accomplished. But I sure would like it off of there and over there in his hands so he could be working on it. And then I will gather the necessary supplies in the form of gaskets and whatnot. I probably will just order a new manifold. I looked all that up. Probably go back to original. New manifold, 2 new elbows, muffler under the hood, straight pipe up and out. Might even get a chromium pipe so it looks snazzy, I don't know. But that needs to be done there, and then we need to tackle this governor, because something ain't right in Denmark in there. I mean, and the governor is actually, I believe, part of this housing here. Like that's the main part of it. And then this is just timing cover. It's spinning in there, but then it's got a cap on it here. But I think we're going to be taking all this off to accomplish what we're going to try to accomplish. We can take this off maybe first and see how bad it is, if there's balls slung everywhere or weights missing. I don't know. It has no governor action. It goes wide open or idle. That's it. There's no really middle ground. So something is not right. And maybe it's an adjustment problem, but I doubt it. I mean, who knows? We need to get in there and investigate, because I've never been in there. It's just worked up until a few years ago. So that's kind of what got it parked too before it started its water trick. It was governor problem. So we're gonna make this usable again, because it's on 4 decent-ish tires. These are practically new. They're just a little dry cracked. And it doesn't make any sense for it to sit here rotting up in the shed when it could be out pulling wagons or raking hay or something. So we're gonna try to make it more better. And then we got another 70 we can make more better. We were gonna put steel wheels on and switch the wide front over to and all that. We need to get back to that project. Haven't done that. But it's stages, friends, stages. It just takes time, which I don't got. So we're making progress a little at a time, and we're farther along now than we were yesterday. So that's all it takes. And like I said, the day when I think we're going to go to the head place the next day or whatever, or the same day, that's the day I'm going to make the video of pulling that apart, and then we should be good to go. So that won't take long at all, really. It shouldn't. I mean, what are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably about 14 bolts in that head holding her down. So that's nothing. We'll get her. But until then, we're going to leave this video here. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.